We're rolling.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you know that there is a global study that claims a construction worker is injured every 7 seconds? Good morning, everyone. We are Group 5. I am Zoe.
I'm I.
I'm Inaki.
I'm Vijay. And I'm Dustin.
Dustin, come here. Dustin here just got a skull fracture trying to make a living for his 2 kids and wife. Can you imagine our reality? Every 7 seconds, a construction worker is getting injured somewhere in the world. Often, these reasons being careless safety knowledge, health issues, and bad equipment. Especially with the Philippines being a third world country, I can only imagine that our country is experiencing these issues twice as worse compared to other countries. According to the reports from the Department of Labor and Employment, tens of thousands of injuries occur in construction each year. Many of these injuries are severe, leading to disabilities or extended hospital stays. Our group aims to protect, equip, and reinforce the construction workers of Sitio Makabuhay with safety and health knowledge, as well as protective equipment.
Before we begin, I would share a story that I experienced with the construction workers. Last summer, I had trainings here in school, and to go to school, I had to go via e-trike. And when I'm in the e-trike, there's like several other construction workers I'm with, so I always hear their stories to each other, like about their injuries. There's battle scars from when they're building houses and whatnot, and they always share like how injured and how grueling this job is. And I wondered, why would they do this job? Why not the other jobs that's more like safe? So when I asked that to one of them, they said, I say do it for my family and it's close. So I wondered, why? Why their family? They said their family is their motivation. So of course, I began to think, and I think that they should be helped by us. And so I agreed on this plan as I felt it was important to give awareness to what our society is building and experiencing and help them by even a site is built. So we decided to help them by providing them safety equipment and safety reminders. So of course, the blog manager that I researched, it said that there is an inadequate use of credit gear and poor implementation of safety protocols. So I guess that's why our action plan includes the use of protective equipment gear and safety protocols. For the Science Foundation, we have our 2 LC indicators, science care for the marginalized. Sitio Makabuhay is a government-funded community, so I guess they are in a way marginalized, and the science contribute to society. And as a science, I don't want to do nothing in front of Sitio Makabuhay, especially when I met them in the EDA. And for underlying habits, we have seek first to understand. Of course, I understood since I heard their story with them. And of course, synergize. And I can't do this alone, so we propose as a group this plan to you panelists. Next slide. For another social teaching principles. The dignity of work and rights of workers. Of course, as construction workers, they are the most affected by this Catholic social teaching principle. And of course, rights and responsibilities. So, human dignity, basically.
Alright, for the big ideas and objectives, which me and Inaki will cover. So, the construction industry is one of the most dangerous lines of work, since many construction workers are the sole breadwinners. And imagine if you get injured from like falls, injuries, equipment, or health. You won't be able to work anymore, since you can either be a crippled or if you get hit in the head, you'd be in a coma or brain damage.
So our solution to this problem is straightforward. Project Tindig aims to provide safety equipment, health kits, and educational programs to construction workers. These resources will help them stay safe on the job and healthier allowing them to continue providing for their families.
Our project directly addresses SDG 3, which is good health and well-being, which focuses on their health and safety of the construction workers. Through Project Tindig, we hope to achieve
Number 1, healthier work conditions through the provision of vitamins and health aids.
safer work environments by distributing safety kits and educating workers on work and place hazards.
Lastly, long-term community impact, helping workers stay productive and minimizing accidents that disrupt their livelihoods.
So our action plan can be divided into 6 key steps. The first one would be know the struggles of construction workers in Sitio Makabuhay. Second would be to formulate solutions. Third would be to assess how much safety materials we will need to provide. Step 4 would be the overall preparation. And step 5 would be the program itself. And lastly, step 6, the evaluation. Step 1. Study struggles of construction workers in Sitio Makabuhay, meaning lack of materials and struggles with physical and mental health. According to our research, the top issues experienced by a construction worker in 4 areas of the Philippines are bad worker safety, lack of materials, and worker fatigue. This was especially evident after the pandemic in 2021, when construction companies struggled to recover from the lack of income, causing them to either close down or have a strict budget for materials. This obviously led to workers get injured or sick due to lack of proper equipment and being overworked. And as we all know, workers can't be away from work for a long period of time because they still need to provide for their families. And for construction workers, it will just make their already small income smaller. Step 2. Formulate solutions for the issues. The first solution would be to donate construction materials, the hard hats, the construction vests, the health kits, and the masks. The health kits would contain simple vitamins to fight lyme. The second solution would be to create presentation for health tips such as getting enough rest and having a proper diet to have the energy and strength to work. And the last solution would be to implement safety tips, which would just promote the use of the safety materials we donate. Once again, the hard hats, the vests, the masks, and the health kits. As it was mentioned in multiple articles that we read, that workers getting injured is considered a top issue for construction companies to finish our project. Step 3 would be to assess how much safety materials we will need to provide. Right now, our estimate is about 50 or more, but we will continue to conduct further research to ensure every worker gets materials. Step 4 is the overall preparation. This is the research for the presentation, the creation of the presentation, which would target worker fatigue and worker safety tips. Worker fatigue tips include proper rest, proper self-care, and proper treatment of the body when overworked or in pain. Worker safety tips would again promote the use of safety materials, hard hats, masks, and vests to avoid harm that will cause us to sit out of work for a long period of time. Step 4 would also include the fundraising part of the project, wherein we ask for support and donations from faculty, classmates, friends, co-parents, and families to be able to purchase all the needed materials. Now step 5. On the day of the program itself, we will distribute all the materials to the workers. Once again, the hard hats, the vests, the masks, and the health kits. Then discuss the health and safety tips to the audience and make sure that they really take what they learn. The last step would be to evaluate and study the results. Assess the recipient's feedback to the implemented plan and see what could possibly be improved on.
So here's our Gantt chart, and so basically, for 2 days, we just brainstormed some ideas and shared them with the class. Then after that, we finalized the actions, we finalized the idea, and started working on the action plan, which took approximately 1 day. Then after that whole day, we started immediately working on the action plan, which amounted to a total of 4 days.
Call to action.
Once again, we call for your undivided attention and support our action plan since we really believe that this has a high chance of succeeding. And when it succeeds, it can greatly benefit the people of City Makabuhay since we have gave them some information on specific stuff like hard hats and how to use them, and like medical kits when someone is injured, and the necessary equipment and information since we will be doing a 2-hour talk with them too, and their loved ones. I will end this presentation with a question. How can we, the people of the Philippines, contribute to the enhancement of the communities and the people submerged in poverty like City Makabuhay?
Thank you.
The floor is now open for questions from the members of the panel. We start with Sir Ron.
Hi, Group 5. Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to congratulate your group for a job well done in presenting your action plans. Okay, so one commendation that I can actually give your group is the audience that you decided to cater, which are construction workers. They are very niche. They're a very niche audience. They're very specific, and that's actually one of the strengths of your action plan. That you really thought of the people in the community, not just in general, but the specific people in the community, and you try to address their issues. Okay, so I just have a couple of questions regarding your action plan. And siguro I would like to start first with the implementation of your action plan, because you stated here that part of your implementation is assessing the situation of the construction workers, and also assessing the safety materials that you will need. How will you do it? How will you assess their situation? I mean, aside from the masidanas that you've done, okay? How can you specifically assess what's the situation of the construction workers?
Well, if possible, we would want to conduct a survey maybe with or if ever, we actually have an upcoming English talk for the people of Sikkim. Maybe if we ask some time, we can allot time to use that to ask about our
Alright, okay, good answer. Okay, next, siguro in connection to that, kasi I'm looking at I was reading your paper here, and there are no stated budgets. So yes, you mentioned the materials that you will be giving the construction workers, but the breakdown, it's not here. It's not indicated here. And from what we know, diba, construction materials they're not the cheapest. In order for us to provide, for us to really provide safety for the construction workers, we need to make sure that the materials or the gamit, okay, the materials that they will have, they're of quality, diba? So, and it would be nice for us to see the breakdown of your budget. And good. So that's one thing that we were looking at that I was looking for here. And also, so since your audience are construction workers, it would also be interesting to see how will you conduct how will you facilitate the program with the construction workers as the audience. Kasi again, the program is not stated here. So what are the different information? How will you go about in facilitating meeting with our construction workers? So maybe anyone can answer.
Anyone from the group? You paint us a picture what will happen once creating a hazard class or dragon city to implement the project.
We would request for some of the community leaders to help us gather all of the most construction workers. Then we would hold the presentation first about the health tips and safety tips. And after that, hoping that they took in what they learned, we provide the safety materials to them, and then we would conduct a survey to see if they found the plan helpful.
Okay. So that's so simply put, that's going to be your program. So again, we will not go to the specifics because the lack of time. So siguro before I pass the baton to my co-panelists, okay, just to address not just the group but for everyone. Remember that okay, we are empowering the community here. Okay, teaching is different from empowering. Okay, empowering the community means that we assume that the people in the community, they have knowledge. They have knowledge over what we're going to teach them or what we're going to give them. Okay, it's a matter of letting them know that once you leave, they can do it. Okay? So I hope siguro for whoever's going to be picked in this class, I think that's a good tidbit that you can carry. That we're going to empower the community, not teach them. Okay? They know what they're doing. They're already a community from the get-go. It's just a matter of letting them know that maybe this is one thing that they can use from our point of view and empower them. All right. So once again, congratulations.
Alright, so you, one of the things that you said was you're going to give a safety kit, right? Anong laman ng safety kit?
So basically, long sleeve shirt. So cuts or bruises will be avoided. Safety vest, so if they get burned or rubble, they can be easily found. And a hard hat.
Okay. So you're going to make
And gloves too.
and gloves. So you're going to make 50 sets of this, right?
Can we please clarify, the target number of participants for the project? We're aiming for how many construction workers?
Roughly around 65.
65.
65.
Or is that clear? I don't know. Okay, sorry, 50.
50.
We were researching a while ago. Sir Egg was researching a while ago. Hard hat costs 250 to 300. Multiply that to 65 or 50. Tapos Sir Yuel, nag-ano siya na kanina ng gloves, 50 pesos each. So, do you see the point where I'm getting at? It's piling. Walang fundraising component ng paper niyo. So, how do you plan to get the money for this?
We can ask for the parents to kindly donate us money po and people outside from our organization.
So, donations.
Yes.
Is that sustainable enough? Kaya niyong maghanap ng madaming donations in order for you to make your project?
We can ask for the SAO office for help in fundraising. Since I saw that they had a fundraiser, I think it's the movie name. So I think we can do something similar to that to fundraise about.
So these are just the steps that we want you to think about in order for you to see. Kasi just like what Sir Ron said, this project is very relevant to them because most of them are construction workers. We understand that, and it's a very noble thing if you want to help them. It's just that it will cost a lot, like a lot. And you have to take steps in order for you to get the money to help these people. Because, let's face it, they really need our help with this safety and everything. Diba? Kailangan nila to. It's just that, yun nga, pag-isipan nyo kung paano nyo kukunin yung pera. Kasi pera does not grow on trees, right?
Just to add to what Sir DJ said, kasi kapag humingi kayo sa parents ninyo, hindi parents ninyo ng finance.
Oo nga. Hindi na kayo yun.
Hindi na kayo yun. Okay?
Diba?
And we want to involve the community in your project. We want to empower the community. So again, just a recommendation na if the materials are not expensive, okay, kung ano po yung paraan on how you will get the money. Okay?
Or
At
lessen.
hindi hihingi sa parent or at least yun, lessen the expense that you will be getting. Okay? Kasi bakit pera yung gano'n? Right?
But other than that, this is a very noble project, and let's push this. Let's push all your projects. But again, let's think about the next steps going there. Okay? Yun yung importante sa project mo. Hanapan nyo ng paraan kung paano kayo kukuha ng pera. Kasi this one's good.
That's it for the members of the panel. Let's hear from our next group, our last group before the session ends.
So thank you.
Okay, let's be quick so we can maximize the time. Next group, please.